Chapter 10 Hail Home! Not far from the Danube River, the Emperor dismounted. He helped Jack and Annie down from their white horse. "Thank you for letting me carry the eagle, my Lord Aurelius," said Annie. "You need not call me that outside the camp," said the Emperor. "You may call me Marcus." "Thanks for helping us, Marcus," said Jack. "You're welcome," said Marcus. "I hope you learned about the Roman legion today." "We did," said Jack. "You guys are amazing," said Annie. "We wrote a lot in our journals." The Emperor smiled. "Good," he said. "I tell few people this, but I myself keep a journal." "Really?" said Annie. "What sort of things do you write?" Marcus paused for a moment. "Perhaps I will share some of my thoughts with you," he said. He pulled his journal from his saddlebag. He read, "Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them." "Sounds like poetry," said Jack. "I love it," said Annie. "And perhaps you will like this too," said Marcus. "I have begun a list of small things that have a special beauty for me." He read from his journal again. "Fresh bread, ripe figs, wheat bending in the field, the face of a lion, the beauty of old age in men and women, the smell of wood smoke." Marcus looked at them almost shyly. "That's an amazing list, Marcus," said Jack. "A beautiful list," said Annie. "Thank you," said Marcus. He sighed. "I must leave now and don my emperor disguise again. There are battles still to be won." "Good luck, Marcus," said Jack. The Emperor mounted his black horse. Jack handed him the reins of the white horse. "Farewell, my friends," said Marcus. "I bid you safe travels." "Thank you," said Jack. "You should keep writing, Marcus," said Annie. "Your journal is really good." The Emperor smiled again and raised his hand. Then he turned and led the white horse back toward the camp. "Let's go," Jack said to Annie. They hurried to the tree with the hidden treehouse. "Look," said Annie. She pointed up. Jack saw the golden eagle perched high on a branch. "Hi there," he said. Then he and Annie climbed up the rope ladder. They looked out the window together. They watched the Emperor pass through the front gate into the camp. The eagle cried out from above and flew into the darkening winter sky. "It's time for Marcus to be ruler of the Roman Empire again," said Annie. "Yep," said Jack. He took his tablet out of his pack and put it on the floor of the treehouse. "Time for us to be Frog Creek kids again." "Right," said Annie. She set her tablet beside Jack's. "We'll leave these for Morgan." Jack picked up the Pennsylvania book. He pointed to a photo of the Frog Creek woods. "I wish we could go there," he said. The wind started to blow. The treehouse started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Then everything was still. Absolutely still. "Hail home!" said Jack. "Pax," Annie said with a sigh. They were wearing their own clothes again. The sun was rising over the woods. Birds were singing. "I hope Morgan likes our notes," said Jack, glancing at the tablets on the floor. "I think she will," said Annie. "We should head home now and hop back into bed." "Yep," said Jack. "Pretend to wake up when Mom calls us for breakfast." "I hope Dad makes blueberry pancakes," said Annie. "Best in the world," said Jack. "Write it down," said Annie. They laughed, then climbed down the rope ladder and started through the woods. Jack felt a chilly morning breeze. "I'm glad we don't have to be Roman warriors," he said. "Me too," said Annie. "But you know what's weird?" "What?" said Jack. "Besides traveling through time and space in a magic treehouse and spending the day in a Roman legion camp?" Annie laughed. "No, seriously," she said. "It's weird that the most important Roman warrior of the time made a list of small things of beauty." "Yeah," said Jack. "Not what you'd expect." "I think that might be the wisdom we were supposed to learn," said Annie. "Right," said Jack. "So what would you add to the list?" said Annie. Maybe like," Jack looked around, "sun rays slanting between the trees." "Fiddlehead ferns," said Annie. "Leaves dancing in the breeze," said Jack. "That dove cooing," said Annie. "The eyes of an eagle," said Jack. They came out of the woods and headed down the sidewalk. "The black cat hiding in the bushes," said Annie. "The Johnsons' pug on their porch," said Jack. "Hi, Pickles!" Annie said in a loud whisper. Dandelions growing in a crack in the sidewalk, said Jack. When they came to their house, they climbed the steps, crept inside, and tiptoed upstairs. See ya, they whispered to each other, and slipped into their rooms. Jack changed back into his pajamas. Before he got into bed, he grabbed one of his books about ancient Rome. He looked in the index and found Marcus Aurelius. He found the right page and read, Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor from 161 to 180. He was a skillful military leader, but he is best known as a deep thinker who sought truth and wisdom. He recorded his private thoughts in a journal called Meditations. The Journal of Marcus Aurelius is still read more than 1,800 years after his death. Below the pages was a quote from Marcus Aurelius. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. No problem, whispered Jack. He smiled as he put the book back on the shelf. He climbed into bed, closed his eyes, and waited for his mom to call him to breakfast. Pax.